We have some interesting time-sensitive moves to go over for the cryptocurrency landscape, including Bitcoin, Solana, and the overall market. Now, I want to make this clear. Right now, we are in the weekend. Bitcoin has had a nice little push upwards, but it is often that the weekend tricks a lot of people into making the wrong decision. So let's figure out what we're meant to be doing right now by, first of all, looking at Bitcoin's chart. You can see we have this falling wedge. You can see I put in my fair value region that I wanted Bitcoin to come into. I'm actually pretty pissed off that we didn't go lower because I wanted to get more. Maybe we do get another opportunity in this gap coming up. This gap does sit really between around the $52,000 region all the way up to 59,000. That's where I'm accumulating. That's where I was accumulating heavy already. If you do jump over to my private Discord here, which you access down there in the description, you can see I actually jumped into a nose position here. That was one of the best performers today, and I was buying Bitcoin heavy, 56 and 57,000, and along with Ethereum at 2.8. That was on the spot market, and sadly I did have a lot of buy orders for my leverage trades on Ethereum going all the way down to 2,400, but I got a little bit greedy on that. But if you do want to stay up to date with what I'm doing in the market, there is a link down there in the description to my Patreon. Now, technically, look at this. We are breaking out of this descending wedge here, and we are retesting. Yesterday in my video, I said to you guys, we want to first break through this resistance, then break through this sloping resistance, and then come down and retest. And just look at this. We may have very well done this, and that may be the bullish retest. The reason why I'm not super bullish on this happening just at this moment is I want the market to reopen again on Monday, because I think the whales do play some games with us over the weekend, whether or not it's pushing the price down to scare people into capitulation, or it's to push the price up to potentially push the price down again once the market opens. This is, of course, the first time we've seen the ETFs this sort of market, right? This is the very first time we have a market that is open always, and then a market that buys from that same market that's closed on the weekend. So it's a very weird time, and it's just more opportunity for manipulation. So bear that in mind and stack as many sats as you possibly can. That's what I would be doing anyway. That's the price moves here for Bitcoin on a technical level, and we have some very interesting things that are happening. As you guys know, there is a wallet called Mr. 100. Maybe it's a female buying. We don't know, but they bought 4,300 Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. Whales are getting greedy in this moment, okay? They're getting greedy right now. Bitcoin today sits at, what is it, 62,000, 63,600, and the whales are getting greedy. The whales were getting greedy down here. They weren't getting greedy up here, but they're getting extra greedy now. This kind of tells me one thing. Now, do you know who else bought 4,000 Bitcoin? The Hong Kong ETFs. That's 8.5 thousand Bitcoin, 8,500 Bitcoin that has been bought only in the last couple of days. This is going to continue to increase. Guys, we also had Grayscale inflows, like 4x more than BlackRock. Grayscale has been the biggest seller on this market. And bearing in mind, it's not actually Grayscale themselves, it's the retail investors that hold it. But they've been the biggest sellers. And now the inflows have started. So what if, I put it to you, what if Grayscale selling has stopped? Hong Kong ETFs have massive inflows. BlackRock has massive inflows. Mr. 100 keeps buying. Retail come back into this market. Look at this. Retail are gone. Retail are dead in the water. They're lower than they were before we had this initial excitement around the ETF. Retail's gone. But what if this upticks? What if this turns around when people realize, hold on a minute, Bitcoin's bouncing. I thought that was the end of the run. I thought the bull market was over. What if all of those things happen? What happens then? Do we make a literal ton of money because we had the balls to hold and dollar cost average? Well, there is no guarantees in this market, but that's what I kind of think might play out. And it's most likely going to happen when you least expect it. So when the week starts again and potentially the market crashes, everyone's going to go, right, I was right. And then the price goes down into this fair value region. People like me are buying. Potentially you're panicking, or potentially you're buying, or just sitting on your hands. Everyone else gets out of the market. And then when the overall market least expects it, that's when we break old all-time highs. Now, if we do push upwards from here, we have another thing that is sitting in our favor, and that is the liquidations. We've got just under $10 billion of liquidations at the $71,000 mark. And I get comments on the channel all the time. Oh, Conor, what happened to your speculation about the liquidations? Well, guys, it's happening right now. I don't know if you noticed, but Bitcoin's up like $7,000 or $8,000 since May 1st. So in 4 days. So it's happening, guys. When we see, sorry, look, that's where it was 4 days ago. But when we see this sort of thing playing out, this shows us that the overall market is in fact bearish. Look at the short liquidations and look at the long liquidations and look at the short liquidations. This is when the price goes upwards, they get liquidated, right? People who are betting against the market. There's so much more, which tells us the majority of the market thinks we're going down. What do we see? Time in and time out. The majority is not right, and that is why 99% of everyone loses money in this market, because the majority is wrong. We need to play against the majority. We need to take out our emotion. You do that by not investing money you can't afford to lose. We take out our emotion and we buy when there is opportunity. Over the last 2-3 days, there's been tons of opportunity. We can even talk about Solana here. I know Solana is one of the favorite coins here on the channel, one of my favorite coins. I've been holding it and accumulating it in the bear market before, in the bull market. Who cares? Accumulating, taking profits. Accumulating, taking profits. Look what we saw. We saw a price of $118, but that wasn't even as low as the price reached before that at $116. And guys, I put it to you that this is probably a great opportunity to dollar cost average into a project that everyone wanted at $200, but almost no one wants at $120. What sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense, because nothing's changed about Solana. Yes, Solana has its problems. Solana does crash. Accept it. It was crashing in the last bull market. It was crashing in the bear market, and it's crashing in this bull market. Get over it, all right? It doesn't matter. It was at $20. Now it's at $146, down from $215 or $20 or something like that. This is an opportunity in my eyes, all right? Let's do something right here over on CoinW. If you do want a platform to trade on, CoinW is one of my favorite platforms, my leverage exchanges and spot exchanges. Right now, they are offering a $30,000 deposit bonus for anyone who uses my link. And you get access to a completely free trading group only if you follow my link, which is an awesome opportunity. But what we're going to do here is we're actually going to long some Solana. We got 10x leverage. We're going to market order. We're going to buy $1,000 of Solana here. 10x leverage means my margin will be $100. I'm going to buy long, confirm. Now we'll have a position that will open. Here we go. Solana, I have that position open. My margin is $99. My size is $1,000. Average entry. You can see my projected liquidation price is non-existent. All right, because I am not trading with too much leverage. That is how we make profit in this market. That is how we keep ourselves safe. We can also put a stop loss here, probably below 113 if we wanted to, be a little bit safer, below 118, be a little bit safer, below 127. Those are opportunities that you could protect yourself, but those are also opportunities that bigger whale manipulators might see as liquidation points. They might go hunting for that liquidity so they can get into their bigger positions. These are the things you need to understand before you get involved in leverage trading. But I think Solana poses a very big opportunity. I think as a price prediction, Solana is going to break over $200 again. I have friends like Tyler Hill who expect around $600. I believe that it can go a hell of a lot higher. We just need to get bullish again. The market will most likely get bullish again. Something interesting that I noticed before I started filming this video was the altcoin season index that we've been watching closely actually moved from, I think it was around 38, something like that, which means it's Bitcoin season, over now to 41, getting closer to altcoin season. This could show us some opportune moments. The Bitcoin rainbow chart as well is still showing us a massive buying opportunity and telling us around the $190,000 region might be the region that you do want to dollar cost average out. That's what we've been seeing time in, time out. It gets slightly worse every time. So maybe around that region, or maybe we do get into the red. $700,000 for Bitcoin. Again, who cares if you're buying Bitcoin at 63,000 if we go to 700,000? Of course, I don't know if it's going that high. I wouldn't have thought it's going to go that high in this run, but you know, crazier things happen. I mean, nothing quite that crazy has happened, but crazy things happen each and every day. We do have altcoins again today down a little bit, but again, guys, I think that this is the opportunity that you have to grab with both hands. If you're not willing to take the risk now, then what happens, right? The market crashes. Fair enough. It's over. Then you never, ever get exposure to the market. And then one day we go back into another bull run. Maybe the bull run starts tomorrow, in a month, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. there will be another bull run. Crypto, unless you think crypto's dead, and fair play, but I believe there's going to be another bull run. So we put money in that we can afford to lose, and we make sure we take profits when we see euphoria. It is that simple. That's how I see it anyway. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace.